Hi, Happy New Year. I wanted to give a quick update about my visual situation or my visual journey in the new year. Last video I published, I was talking about doing saccades every day, and I'm doing it. I have this reminder on my phone every day that goes off, and then I do 5 minutes of saccades with a metronome. And just nothing special, just go left, right, left, right, or up, down, or diagonal. But the point is that it's consistently every day. I do it without any distractions, so no music or nothing else. Just this simple single exercise every day. I did for several months. I don't really know if it's working but I feel like my eyes are kind of, or my eye muscles are kind of stretched after it. I'm relaxed. If nothing else, it's a good way to meditate. So I like it. I keep doing it. It fits perfectly in my schedule, which is pretty packed with little children and work and other family duties. So the point is with VT that also it should not be too stressful, and it should fit or should be practically doable in your schedule. Because if you're stressed because of VT, it may be also counterproductive to just go through the motions, but are you really actually focusing on learning and improving? But so that's one thing I've been doing, and just also in general, my family life is good. My family life is stable, living situation is stable, financial situation is stable. So I'm not generally too stressed, and my life is going in the right direction compared to, let's say, 10 years ago or even 5 years ago. So generally also my emotional health and my mood is good. And I'm also more active than, let's say, some years ago. Like with kids, you have to have a regular schedule, a normal schedule. You have to be moving a lot. You have to bike with them, play with them. So you cannot really be ruminating about negative things. You're just busy. So also that's also important in my view, that you're not down too much and you're not getting down on yourself. But so doing simple exercise, life is going well, life is busy, physical exercise, a little bit tired but not really exhausted. So that's all good. And then kind of a few weeks ago, I just randomly took one of my stereo, like Magic Eye books off the shelf, which are there in the bookshelf. They've been there for many years, and I've tried them before. But every time was kind of disappointing and frustrating, but because I felt it's too much above my level. But this time I took them off the shelf and I crossed my eyes. They're actually designed to view by diverging your eyes, but I can do it so you can actually see them in reverse if you cross your eyes. And I must have hit like a sweet spot or something, because it's so, for me, at this viewing distance, it's even more comfortable to cross my eyes for the stereogram than to align my eyes. So it's kind of my sweet spot, it seems. And the images in the book, obviously they're not moving, you have time to interpret them, you kind of just stare at them and with the right eye position. And so I crossed my eyes, and also it's kind of like an object array stereogram, like this one. So several columns, and you don't have to cross your eyes too much. It's like you cross your eyes a few degrees, because the column is only like 3 centimeters, so you don't have to cross your eyes massively. Like, for example, with like a big eccentric circle anaglyph stereogram, well, you can slide them But if you have two sheets of paper with massive circles, you have to cross your eyes already to a large degree to position them correctly. So that's difficult. But with this one, you just have to cross your eyes slightly. And then my accommodation, I can kind of control my accommodation to the point that I can see the image blurry, but I can also see it's sharp without it affecting my eye position, my eye alignment. So I did this with this particular book and particular stereogram, and I really felt with this image that there was some depth, and I really felt it like intuitively. It's not like it's always kind of an illusion, stereo vision, but I really felt it strongly, that the planes and the different objects in the stereogram are on a different level, different plane from each other. So that was really exciting. Like if I just look at it the normal way, it's flat, and then if I cross my eyes to get the stereo effect, I really feel it's different. So that's already exciting, right? That's new. That never happened to me before. It was always very straining to do these exercises, and now it's kind of comfortable. I feel some depth. And I'm like, do I have some stereo vision? Is there some stereo ability, that like latent stereo ability that I don't feel or that I don't have in real life, but I suddenly can kind of see in this stereogram, which is kind of artificially designed to have an exaggerated feeling of depth, I suppose. So if that's the case, that's great. Maybe that can blossom and that can grow into real life stereo vision if I keep improving my eye alignment and if I keep fostering this newfound sense of depth. But then on top of just this obvious depth, like this is you can even without stereo vision, you could kind of imagine what it would look like, or what you would be able to see if you had stereo vision. Like would be obvious, like some plane would be for the other plane, and you can already see the object. It's not like a mystery. But on these images, not only the random dot stereograms, all of them have like a hidden object. If you look at them correctly and you kind of zone out, there will be something popping out at you. And I actually, like, here are the solutions. So every image has like a hidden image if you look at it correctly. For example, so this one with the planes, it should also have this larger plane popping out, like this one. But that one I don't see. So in that one I have a sense of depth of the normal objects, but I don't see that plane popping out. Then this one, there should be like a bottle popping out if you cross your eyes and look at it correctly with stereo vision. And that one, I actually see this shape. It's not like, I don't have this shape here, like this bottle. So it's not as well defined. Let's say I don't see like the color difference. I don't see that this top is darker than the white main bottle. But I definitely see this shape of like a bottle shape. So that's very, very exciting, right? Like I said, random dot stereogram is even hard for people with normal vision. And if I see something in this, and I saw it before I looked at the solutions. But let me show you another example. So in this one, so this is like what's the sport? Rugby, like a rugby themed stereogram, and in this stereogram you should be able to see this massive rugby ball, and I actually see the shape of this ball. So if I cross my eyes and kind of zone out, I see this shape. So super, super exciting. That never happened to me before. And I've had this book for 15 years or something, but I haven't looked at it every day or something. I just looked at it like sporadically every few years, and I tried and nothing happened. And this year, I'm starting to see the shape, so it's very, very exciting. And I'm trying not to get too excited that I will kind of burn out on it. But since I've started seeing the shapes, yeah, every day I'm looking at this. Also 5-10 minutes, because I don't have more time to do it. Which is probably good. Like if you start looking at it like 2 hours a day or 1 hour a day, it's probably not good. You're probably gonna burn out. So every day I'm looking at the book, the stereograms. It's only been a few weeks, so I'm very curious what will happen and how it will evolve. And I have several other books on the shelf there, but now I'm kind of superstitious. This one is my first love that I started seeing it. So I'm kind of sticking to this book, and I don't see the shapes in all the stereograms. So I'm trying several every day, not all at once, but every day is still very exciting. Yeah, and this one, if I cross my eyes, I see something similar to this, which is the solution. So that's also very exciting. But then, for example, this one with the flowers. So this one, very nice looking flowers. You should be able to see this rose popping out, and I don't. So I see this one and this one, but I don't see this one popping out. And I see the bottle, but I don't see the airplane. So I don't see all of them. And then, for example, there's another one with like a baby theme. I see this this bottle. I do see it. So that's also very exciting. And it's not like you cannot really, like you could be looking at the solution and kind of convince yourself you're seeing it, but that's not the case. I've saw it before, and then I kind of think, oh, this is it. And then I go look at the solution, and often it's something similar. I've also been able to see in another theorem this lady, but I don't see the mermaid, for example. So I don't see this one, but I've been able to see parts of the camel. I've been able to see this gnome. But yeah, so as you see, there's many either I haven't seen yet. I tried some of them, I haven't seen. So it's not even 50-50. I'm not seeing, let's say I'm seeing maybe 30-40%. But so there's still some challenges or some, it's fun. And some I've seen kind of from the beginning that I've been trying this year. But other ones I haven't seen one day, and then I look at it the next day, and then it's kind of coming and starting to pop out. So very, 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 very exciting. Something I could have never imagined before, and I always felt it's kind of hopeless. I will never be able to see it, but now it's coming. And it kind of gives me more confidence. In the back of my head, I feel like, there must be something in my brain that is receptive to stereo vision, and so it must be possible. And then this gives more pep in your step, and gives me more confidence about the future. Like, even if it takes several more years to build this out, and to let it grow and blossom, and to let it transfer to real life. Even like now I'm 35, but I've been doing this for so many years already, and it's been such a struggle, and still my life is going in the right direction. So let's even say it takes 5 more years to really get it up and going in real life. By 40, give me stereo vision, like functional stereo vision in real life that like really impactfully changes my life for the better. I'll sign for it. No problem. So the point is that even if I don't get stereo vision, I'll be fine because I adjusted to my limitations, my reading problems and so on, to as best as I can. It's still not ideal and I would like it to be better. And stereo vision is not my main goal, but I kind of know that the stereo vision is necessary for my other functional problems to also improve. So that's kind of the thing that will lock my binocular vision and my eye teaming in place to improve all these other factors. So the fact that now I'm starting to see some stereo vision in these stereograms is super, super exciting. But as I said, I'm trying not to get ahead of myself and get impatient or get either sad that it doesn't advance or too excited and hoping that it advances faster than it should or than it will. So basically no expectations, just keep executing these simple things, the saccade exercises, and then 5 minutes of a stereogram or 10 minutes or whenever, well, a minimum of 5 minutes to 10 minutes. And then if there's more time during the evening, I might look at it some more if I feel like it. But so basically no pressure, which is also good, because I used to feel that I really need visual improvements right now. I needed to live my life. I needed to find a job to function normally, and I needed it yesterday. And especially since I got very counterproductive surgery, there was also like an element of regret and revenge. And I'll show them, and I will get back on the horse. And also, yeah, when you're in your 20s, everyone's advancing very quickly, and I was stuck in many ways. And that feeling is less tangible or present. So I'm okay. And this is very good news. So this is the update, and we'll see how it goes. But a very, very positive update. There's no real advice well, I think people can learn from this video about their own situation, that you should be emotionally stable, try to be, but yeah, it's many things are out of your control. It's not like before. I could tell myself, oh, it's fine, you cannot advance in life, you're stuck, you have no control of your vision, your life, your work situation, your anything, just chill about it. No, you cannot chill, especially if there's external pressures on you. But I guess the thing I did was to keep doing positive things, keep being nice, don't get bitter, because that also repels other people. And yeah, it's not because you're not advancing professionally, you cannot advance socially or in terms of family life or other ways. So, and I think now it's all going to come together. Nice family life, better visual life, better productivity. Yeah, and speaking in terms of productivity, to this year, in a few months, I will publish the French version of Fixing My Gaze, which will be tremendous. I will be so happy about it, and to see people's reactions. And I'm building this French language strabismus community as well on Facebook, but I will try other platforms as well. And yeah, I think because the French language community is so kind of sheltered from any vision therapy related content and influence, it's almost non-existent there. This book Fixing My Gaze will have a big impact on many people. Whereas in English, there's already lots of information available on YouTube, on Google. So even without Fixing My Gaze, you can already learn a lot. But in the French language ecosystem, there's nothing almost nothing. Maybe some Canadian websites from Quebec, but almost nothing. So I'm very excited about that project as well. It's almost done. Yeah, so things are moving in the right direction. So that's the update for January 25. I hope everyone out there is also doing fine, and don't give up, and try to stay positive. You never know. I've been at this for 15 years now, and there's no shame in sometimes letting it sit for a while and then taking it up later. It's not really giving up, it's just taking a break, and then, because you cannot give up on life. Like, giving up on vision therapy would, for me, would be equal to giving up on life. It's just you don't want to advance your vision, you don't want to advance your productivity, you don't want to advance in life anymore. But I want to advance in life, but sometimes it's also positive to take a break and to rest or to focus on other things. So have a nice day, see you in the next video.